not good things happened. One man, okay, don't sniff my leg. Everything in here just fell apart. Wow. And there he goes. Okay, you guys, so today we are finally going to be taking down this enclosure, which is the big jungle that Avalanche, our blue tree monitor, was in. Yeah, it's finally time to dismantle this thing. We gotta get it out of here. We gotta get it broken down. I gotta get this wood to be able to use it for new builds for Venus and for Avalanche as well. So today we're gonna be going through that. We're also gonna be checking in with a lot of the monitors. You guys haven't seen Blue in like a month and a half. You guys haven't seen Venus in probably a month and a half. You guys haven't seen Avalanche in about a month. You guys have been asking for updates on them. Blue's actually walking around right here because he heard me in here and he wouldn't stop banging on the enclosure. So before we get anything done, we need to feed him. So here he is. You guys can see he's looking nice and big per usual. But we're gonna feed him, and then I gotta put him away because he will not stop, you know. This guy is so beautiful. He's a beautiful monitor, man. I absolutely love this guy. You guys love him. What's up, buddy? Say hi to the camera. So on the menu for today, we have chicks. So there's a chick. And then we also have these right here, which are chicken feet, and he's gonna knock everything down. This guy, he's insane. I just try and feed him normally, and he just wants to be like this. He can't control himself with food. Okay, be careful around that electricity, my boy. Hey, you gotta be careful, man, when you're using small tongs like this, because they have not very good aim. There you go. So that should keep him satiated for the time being and the duration of this video. Once he figures it out, man, come on. I always tell everyone how smart you are. You gotta figure it out, my guy. You gotta figure it out. Figure it out, man, come on. Just turn it. It's not that hard. Just turn it. Nice weight on him. Now I'm not putting him through like an actual winter. I am cooling them down a little bit, but I'm not cooling them down for an actual winter. So night temperatures in the room are not really dropping below 70 to 72 degrees. He finally did it, man. Can you guys like the video for Blue right now? Because he was finally able to get down a chicken foot. I need you guys to like the video right now. If you're not subscribed, I need you to subscribe just for him, because he is, boy, is he a special one, man. Okay, don't sniff my leg. See, you gotta be careful around them when they're in feeding mode, man. You can't trust these guys. Okay, you guys, so now that Blue is fed, he shouldn't be making noise anymore. We're gonna go ahead and turn this on, man. Now this is the first time I'm actually gonna be seeing this thing with light in like, since we set it, or since we moved Avalanche. So I'm kind of excited to see it. I miss it, man. I miss seeing this big enclosure all lit up. I miss the jungle, but unfortunately it just wasn't working, man. Boom. Dang. I'm telling you guys, this thing is massive. I'm 6'2". You guys, let me see if I can even move the camera to. This isn't even reaching the top of the enclosure. So there you guys go for an actual height comparison. So for anyone who's saying it wasn't actually as big as I claimed, which is like 8+ feet, you're lying, you're crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this light on so it's easier to see. The first order of business to actually getting this thing dismantled, we have to take these doors off. So I'm gonna have to take these glass doors off, and then we're gonna have to start unscrewing all these branches, because these are all connected. If you guys remember when we built it, it's like we built a giant tree in here. All right, so it's like every branch in here is connected, okay? So I have this blanket right here. I'm gonna try and remove these doors. Let me see if I can put this blanket down. Okay, I'm gonna try and remove these doors. Now these doors, these glass doors right here that slide, cost your boy $850, I think. They were custom built for this. We're gonna be very careful when we take them off. And again, full transparency, the only reason I'm doing this video today, I have a video literally uploading right now. It's the last video I posted, but I just got a cut, man. And if you know me, you know I can't let the cut expire. Bro, my barber killed it, first of all. He's still being loud. I can't waste a fresh cut, man. You know, a lot of you guys had a problem with me last time when I got my braces off and I was like showing, bro, okay, not a lot of you, some people, but I just wanted to show that my braces were off, man. I was excited for it. This is my channel, man. I just wanted to show you guys, you know, this is a reptile channel, but you know, I want to connect with you guys, man. It was an important thing in my life and you guys just made me feel like that, man. Anyways, let's go ahead and get these doors off. Fresh cut, you know the vibes, man. So I assume these just pop out like this, right? Yeah, literally. So this pane is not very heavy, but you gotta be very gentle with it. Thankfully, these sides have plastic on them, so I'm not cutting my hand. Much easier than I thought. This cord banded being a problem, but two. So there's two panes. Here we go, guys. So now that these are off, and these can pop back in if need be, so I'll probably store these actually on the enclosure. But now we have this thing nice and opened up. I mean, it's so big. Like I can literally come in here and I can step. I mean, there's nothing in here right now, but I can like how's this for a thumbnail shot, man? If I can squat down, you know, I can probably sit back here. Like this is how big we're talking this enclosure is. And like these branches, usually they were able to hold me, but some screws have been taken out. Oh shoot, okay. We got a monitor running over to my Crocs. He's crazy today. He's in food mode. You can't trust him. I don't know, I just put him in there. There's a lot of different smells in here, guys, so of course I'm not gonna keep him in here, but he can explore, he can dig while we do this part. So, this guy's so cute, man. Yeah, again, there's nothing in here right now, but you guys can see the enclosure. So, these are all screwed in with these star screws, man. And I should have a star bit, but these are all gonna need to be taken out. And then once these are all taken out, then the tree's taken out, and then I gotta take all this dirt out. Now this thing is huge. Like I said, this is, man, probably 30 square feet of dirt in here, and it's not gonna be easy, but it's something we have to do. So we might as well just get to work, man. I'm gonna let him just walk around and sniff around in here, dig around before I put him back in his enclosure. But, you know, this is like a new environment for him. Smells, different things to look around in. So his enclosure, as you guys can see, is always screwed up. I've added a ton of dirt in here, so there's so much dirt in here. He doesn't really like to dig. I had two palms, right? So I had one big palm right there, one big palm right there. Of course, he's gonna dirty his water again, even when I just change it. But these, he's killed. This leaf litter was luscious and thick, and now it's trampled. It's just part of having an Argus monitor, man. There's not really anything you can do about it, except love him, but you guys can see he's completely healthy. I mean, look at that. Ooh. Okay, he didn't like that. But you guys can see his body weight's completely healthy. He's looking awesome. What's up, my guy? What's up? You wanna go home now? I think he might be ready to go home. I don't want him to jump out of here and hurt himself, so I'm gonna go ahead and put him back. Got my little attachment, man. We're gonna go ahead and start taking these down. So I'm gonna give you guys a little time lapse. All right, you guys, so again, you haven't seen Avalanche in a while. Last time you guys saw him, it was like the first episode of the socialization journey with him. And I do plan on releasing episode 2 fairly soon, so stay tuned for that within the next couple weeks. Just take a look at how beautiful this guy is. What a stunning blue tree monitor. Again, you guys, earlier in the channel when we had him, you guys didn't really get a chance to see him all that often, but now, while we're kind of in between cage builds, this is a temporary enclosure, of course. You guys can see him. The last couple, like the last week and a half, he's really come around with the eating. Really still only eating insects, crickets, dubias, but, oh, and there you can see he made a mess. So we're gonna have to go in there and clean that up. But I'm gonna show you guys an update on the plants as well. We have pothos there that's doing decent, he tramples that. But we have this big pothos here that's shooting off new roots, new leaves, new nodes. Got some Swiss cheese monstera down there. We also have some in the back that's constantly shooting off new plants. And then we got this bird's nest fern from his old enclosure. That thing's not really doing too well, but it hasn't died yet, so we're gonna let it keep going. He's destroyed that Spanish moss, but just look at him. Look at how beautiful, look at those blues on his neck. Wow. So we got a little spooked with the camera. Of course, we don't want to stress him out too much with this. So the camera is above him, so obviously he's gonna be a bit freaked out. Wow. And there he goes. Okay guys, so we have gotten a good amount of them out. The problem is that these are close to the lights. I don't want to hit the lights at all. These are expensive lights and I'm going to be reusing them in the next build. Now if you guys like how illuminated this thing is, you can see how amazing this is lit up. And that is just with the Thrive ecosystem LED lights. If you guys want a link to those, you saw them in my tree monitor build video. These lights are, it's the best ones on the market, guys. They grow plants amazingly. They create full spectrum lights. The colors on your animals are brought out incredibly. If you guys would like them, there is a link down in the description to order them. To be transparent, it is an affiliate link, so I do make a couple bucks off that. But I do highly recommend these lights, and I wouldn't be telling you guys that if I didn't use them myself and if I didn't absolutely love them. Can't wait for this build to happen so I can actually put them back in and get that color back on Avalanche. All right guys, it's a couple of days later. I'm sweating. You guys will see in the next video, everything in here just fell apart within this span, which, the trials of reptile keeping, guys. Everything decided to just fall apart. Not good things happened. But you guys will see that next video. I gotta round this one out quick because I gotta go deal with this. So there's a huge problem, and that's I can't get these branches out unless I take the dirt out. The dirt was put in after this. This is like 15 inches under the dirt. So I have to take all the dirt out, guys. You guys will see that in the next video. We'll get to all of that. Electric blue enclosure. I have some really bad news about it, and I also have some really good news about it. So next video, I'll tell you guys the bad news and the good news. This has been throwing me for a lot of loops of things I can't really control. So next video, this will be talked about, and I don't even want to show what's over to my right, but that will be talked about as well. Basically, I'll give you guys a little tip. Basically, I hadn't seen Venus for 3 days, and I thought it was just because he was brumating, and it turns out it wasn't because he was brumating or whatever, or just slowed down. It wasn't that. It turns out he was actually not in there. But I have to go deal with that. I appreciate you guys for taking your time and watching. Huge shout out to my patrons. If you guys want to support what we're doing here on the channel, I like to keep it real with you guys, man. I will be posting that right after this video, what happened with Venus. If you guys want to know about it early, go check out the Patreon. It means the world to me if you guys would join that. Again, it's not, you're not obligated to. It's just a way to support the channel. I gotta go, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you.